I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, Sarah booked an energy healing and we did a session. And I just remember so clearly, it was when I was like pretty new to running the energy studio. But I remember so clearly her guides just like kept pointing to stars and kept pointing to stars. And I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, I haven't seen this come up before, but I asked her, I was like, do you like astrology? Like, is that a thing you do? And she was like, I love astrology. And I was like, okay, well, I feel like your guides really want you to do something with it because they just keep coming back to stars and I don't know why. And then, fast forward years and years and years later, and I hit a point with the energy studio where I think I was like 3 years in, and it felt like every time I made a plan for how the year was going to be laid out or when I was going to launch a course, it changed. And it was always I'd get to the launch place and be like, why does this feel wrong? Why don't these dates feel right? I'm not ready. I'm not in the headspace. And I was like, okay, there has to be a better way to do this. So I asked Sarah if she could help me and like go through my year. I was like, I don't know if this needs to be like my business's astrology or my astrology, or like, I don't know how to do this, because I am not an astrologer. I look at all of this stuff and I'm like, it makes sense, but I can't put the pieces together. And so I asked Sarah to help me with that. And this is the process that we're teaching you today is essentially what she did for me. And it completely changed everything. If you were with the energy studio in the early days, you might remember me being like, hey, the unblocking method was going to start on September 1st. Now it's starting September 20th. And you may have noticed that that hasn't happened in quite some time. And that really is because of Sarah and because of aligning things in this way. And when we were talking about the idea of doing a workshop together, I was like, teach him this. Like, this is the thing that has changed my life in huge ways, and made me feel a lot less flaky, a lot more just like compassionate with myself, of being like, okay, no, it makes sense that I'm just like wanting to be a homebody right now. Or even like the reminder of, all right, we know that an energy healing session is going to be needed. Let's put it in the budget for